Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Hasana binti Muhammad Hadwan and my metric number is 02D81 F1022 and I want to explain about government expenditure. Definition: Government expenditure refers to the purchase of a good and service which include public consumption and public investment and transfer payment consisting of income transfer, recent social benefit and capital transfer. What does government expenditure mean? Mean a government spend money toward the supply of goods and services that are not provided by the private sector but are important for the nation welfare. Government spending goes to the nation defense, infrastructure, health and welfare benefit. Furthermore, government subsidies their up industry or industry that cannot propel the operation which funding by the private sector such as transportation or agriculture. The transfer payment for pension is not a flexible adjustment or fiscal policy, while unemployment benefit depend on the cycle of the economy, including recession of expansion. Conversely, income transfer to private firm in the form of financial and fiscal incentive reforms, investment activity and employment. In this sense, government spending enables the redistribution of income. There are two categories of government expenditure. First is government operating expenditure. Operating expenditure is the government expenditure allocated to cover the expenses of operating and administering government department. Expenditure consists of emolument. The first is person and gratuities, debt and service, charge, supplies and service, subsidies, asset acquisition, and lastly grant and transfer. Secondly, government development expenditure. This is for investment purpose to improve facilities in the basic physical infrastructure. Government development expenditure is focused on development projects that can boost economic growth. Development expenditure consists of the following: A. Defense and security. Economic service comprise, for example, agriculture and rural development, trade and industry, transport, public utilities and other services, including communication, feasibility studies and mineral resources. C. Social service. As you can see, comprise education, health, housing and social and community service. D. General administration include the Department of Public Service, Inland Revenue Department, Royal Custom and Excise, Department of Statistic and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Nusya binti Muhammad Bakri. My metric number was 02D81 F1037. Today I want to talk about public debts. Public debts means is which a government owns its subject or to the national or the other country. If the government revenue from taxation of non-tax revenue are insufficient to meet the rising cost of expenditure, the government has to borrow from various sources. Public debt is also known as a public borrowing. Sources of public debts: internal sources, borrowing from the financial institution such as insurance companies by investing their sources in the purchase of government securities. Loan from the central bank, where the central bank purchase government security, bonds and debentures from the government. Loan from commercial bank, where the commercial bank invests a part of their deposit in government bond and security to fulfill liquidity requirement. Borrowing from citizen through the sale of security, bonds and certificate to citizen. Sources of public debts: external sources, international money markets such as some foreign exchange bank in Paris, London and New York, which have a big deposit to lend any government requesting loans. Currency loans from foreign governments such as the USA, UK, Germany and Japan from the supply of needed goods. The loan is documented in a contract. from international financial institutions such as the International Monetary Fund (MIF), which give loans each member on a short-term basis, and the World Bank, which give long-term loan for economic development on a reasonable rate of interest.